Good evening, everybody. I am. Oh, right, we are working on Facebook, and are we? Let's just check. We are, and we are also live on YouTube. So, good evening, everybody. How are you all? Two demos tonight. They'll be quickish ones, so they will. And you can see, look, these are demos that I'd already got prepped, and I was. Let me just take that off. Let's take that screen off. There's a bit of a delay. That's unusual. So good evening to everybody on the tube. So there's too many of you now. So Mal, Anne, Saz, Alison, Audrey, Georgine, Claire, Kathleen, Pat, Jane, Jan, everybody that's jumping on, and the same on Facebook. So you can see these are two demos that I already had ready, and in true Phill fashion, these are demos that I never got done on TV. Now, I was going to cancel tonight because I'm not very well. In fact, I've spent most of the day in bed, but these were already done, so I thought, you know what, let's just make the effort and do it. And it's always good to see new ideas, particularly with the creative packs, because there's just such a lot, as you know already, that you can do with them. So these are two different layouts for you that you've not seen before. So I thought, let's do them and have a bit of fun and see if it'll cheer my mood up. Make me feel better. I love it, you alright? I'm having a fight with the PCs, jiggling its bits. I can't help you with that. I can't help you with jiggling bits. No, when I'm not 100%. Maybe when I'm back. When I'm back up to full speed, I will. Anyway, so I'm here. So I'm hoping we get done a little bit earlier, just so that I can. I'll probably go straight back to bed, to be honest. But there you go. So we're going to look at the new creative packs. Now, there's lots of people, well, you already know what I'm going to say to you. The creative packs themselves, the massive stock that I ordered is nearly all gone. So I've put a little bit by for one of my TV shows, not next week, the one after. But after that, they will be no more, and I won't restock them, because it was a massive order that I did. So if you have started using yours and you're starting to worry about restocking, you know what I'm going to say. This is the time to do it, everybody, because they will be no more pretty soon. And Vicky, I did clock your message earlier about the linen papers. I'll think about that. It is a good idea. It is a good idea to have them as a core product. So let's just put these by. You can see I've got one here with the vintage rust, which is my personal favourite, and then I've got another one here with the sunflower secrets, which is also a favourite. These were just the two that I didn't get done when I was on TV, and you're gonna laugh at this, everybody. You're gonna laugh at this. This is my stock of my creative packs. Let me just turn it to the side so you can see how much I've got in here. Look. I won't be running out anytime soon, I can tell you that much. What's wrong? I don't know. I can't tell you. I've had a bit of a fuzzy head, but I don't know. I just felt not right. No comments about not feeling not right. Don't say we know you're not right, Phil. But they not yet, Lee. So Lee on Facebook is just asking me if I will do these as digital downloads, and I'll think about it, but not yet, because they're still too new. If I did do them as digital downloads, it would be way towards the end of the year. So you've been warned. I know it is, Brenda. It really is. I think I've got 2 or 3 sets of everything in each of these. I'm just trying to find one that's Oh yeah, I've got 3 of everything. Let's see if I can find one that's not been used. So for anybody who hasn't seen these, Sandra, you were very naughty. Giving my secrets away, Sandra Bowman. So let me just tell you why I'm telling Sandra off, everybody. We will have an extra Facebook, YouTube live on Wednesday evening. So on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we will have an extra live this week. I won't be doing the Thursday happy hour, but we are having an extra live on... now then, should I do it on Thursday? No, I'm going to do it Wednesday. So Wednesday evening, Facebook Live. I'll try and do a little thing to remind you later. Because the next magazine box kit is being released this week. Now, naughty Sandra told everybody in the Facebook group. I take it yours is on a subscription, Sandra. So the new magazine box kit is being released this week. Now, I thought it was next week, if I'm honest with you. But we've already had our delivery at the shop. So, in the interest of you all not missing out, I will do a Facebook Live on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock with the new box kit. So, I will remind you all, don't worry. I'll do the posters tomorrow and remind you all. But yes, the new box kit is in the shop already. So I'm obviously live tonight. Saz will be live on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And then you've got me again on Wednesday night. So that's 3 demos back to back for you. Wow, Doreen, you put me to shame. So Doreen on YouTube saying she's got 4 packs of the vintage rust. Oh, that's brilliant, Doreen. Yeah, so 3 lots of demos this week. How about that? No, you can't, Lee. Not till Thursday or Wednesday night. Yeah, so it's not officially available. It's not official. Plane trains. I'm not sure what to say about that, David Jefferson. Unless it's not a euphemism and I've completely misheard you. Yeah, naughty step for Sandra. No, it was funny. It made me chuckle. Right, so let's just do a quick flick through. So the sunflowers, for anybody who hasn't seen these, now I don't think there will be many of you. These were the new creative packs that I released a few weeks ago. There are 3 themes. I'm not showing you the other one because the other one's nearly all gone. Mind you, as are these, but these are the 2 that I've got prepped for demos. So this is the Sunflower Secrets. Well, let me just show you what you're getting in this. This is just the front cover, giving you a little synopsis of what's actually in the packs. So the sunflower one, as you all know, is absolutely stunning. You have 2 colorways in the sunflower one. You have the blues and then you have the greens. So you've got loads and loads of toppers, tags, banners, labels, all sorts of things, and then you've got the backgrounds as well. Oh, I'm trying to flick this unsuccessfully. But this just shows you that you've got your 24 sheets, 2 sheets of each design. So basically what I'm showing you now, you're getting 2 sheets of. They are absolutely jam-packed. And if you are a new crafter, dare I say it, these are just essential. If you are an experienced crafter, you can take these to your own level and do so much with them. So 315 individual elements in this, and the cover topper is also usable. We've then got the linen papers that I'm debating whether to do as a new standalone core product. Good evening to everybody just joining. Yeah, it could be, Donna. I did notice I've had a headache as well, migraine, and you know when you just don't feel 100% out of sorts. And it's very, very, very rare that I have to go back to bed. But I did. I went back to bed for 3 hours earlier. And then you've got the coordinating papers. These are still on the website. Remember, the papers are slightly different to what's in the creative pack as well. And you've got the linen papers that coordinate. So the sunflower one obviously coordinates with the sunflower pack. And then, as if by magic, the vintage rust one will coordinate with the vintage rust one. And mine are all labelled very lovely. Sunflower, oh, you can't see it. They are focused, Sunflower Secrets. And then the other one that I'm using this evening is the Vintage Rust, which is, I love this pack so much. I'm just trying to find you one that I've not cut into so much. Karen messaged me as well earlier. Yeah, they do make lovely inserts. Yeah, absolutely. Karen messaged me, I don't know whether it was today or yesterday or the day before, because it's all a bit of a blur, asking me if I could do a... Oh, I'm not going to tell you in case I do it. Sorry, you'll have to wait. So this is the... this is the... I might not be very well, but I can still tease you. This is the Vintage Rust kit, which is obviously not so much steampunk as Vintage Rust. So, oh, I love this one so much. The colours are absolutely lush. And then you've got the topper on the front. Now, it's important for me to tell you that this doesn't have hot air balloons and things on every page. So it's a really good mix of the vehicles and cogs and gears, as you can see there, look. So this gives you loads and loads and loads in here for making those hard to do men's cards, and they are relatively, well, they're all quite easy. Look at that, they're all quite easy to cut out, which is what makes these so fabulous, I think. And then of course you have the coordinating 8x8 paper pack, and I really liked the 8x8. Give me a little yeah, they are, Jean, thank you. I really like the 8x8 pack, so I'm seriously debating whether to move away from the A4 for a while and do the 8x8s. So this is your 8x8s. Look at that, the dimensions off the scale. And then of course you've got the coordinating linen packs. Now these are available as duos and obviously individual on the website until the stock has gone. Once the stock has gone, that will be it. I have saved some, as I mentioned earlier, for one of my TV shows a little bit. Let's do the Vintage Rust one first. But once they've gone, they've gone. That's all there is to it. And it's a shame really, because when I do these big orders, I always think that they're going to last us for a few months. But you already know the drill. Things are just not lasting as long as I think they're going to. Look at this, it's like being on telly, look. Yeah, the 8x8s are perfect. Yeah, that's true. Now I generally do 8x8, A4 paper packs because I like the extra bit. I like the extra bit for cutting my flowers and my butterflies and things. But I did think the 8x8s were really good value for money as well. Don't stop doing the A4, just do both. Yeah, I might do that, Patricia. I think that's a really... I might just mix it up. Hi, Beatrice. Hi to everybody just joining on the tube. So we are just about to start demo number 1. I don't know whether Karen's watching or not, but if Saz is... So, Saz, will you just get me a link to the March new arrivals, please? And post it. I'm not sure whether Karen's on or not. And post it on Facebook and the tube for me, Civil Play. Oh, these have got a little bit buckled, but let me just show you. These are embellishments that I've cut out from the Vintage Rust pack, and I've covered them with glossy accents. So that's giving them a little bit of sparkle. Well, not so much sparkle as glossy. Do you know what, June? 100%. So June's just said, look, steampunk's not Earth. It's not specifically steampunk, and I think that's probably why you're getting used to it, June. I didn't want to do a steampunk per se. Oh, thank you, Donna. A full steampunk creative pack, because we wouldn't use it the way we think we would. And I didn't want us to be restricted to just doing steampunk style toppers and cards, which is why, I mean, look how much I've got in here. I can't even remember what I was going to do, so this is going to be fun. I can't remember what this demo should have been, so this might be interesting, everybody, because I've got so many bits all over the place. I think I can remember. So all of these bits are from the creative pack, which is just, it's just incredible. And I know it's easy for me to say this because it's my product, but do you know what? They're just worth the weight in gold. So they are. Hi Ellen, couldn't get online. Oh bless you, you're on now. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Saz. Hi, Priscilla. Hi to everybody just joining us. Hi, Karen. I'm just checking everybody. Trish. Oh, crikey. I'm not getting any more in, Trish. Trish, you need to give them a ring at the shop. I'm winging it, sort of, Karen. I've got a rough idea what I was doing. Trish, you need to give them a ring at the shop. I can't tell. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what Karen said to me, but your best bet, if anybody's missed out on any of the new dies, the best bet is to ring the shop. Oh, I'm going for a cup of coffee with Georgine in July. Right, not a proper coffee. You do know I will be very cross when these... Where did I miss that? I'm trying to read back. You do know I'll be very cross when these eventually run out. I know, I'm sorry. But I can't keep things going on indefinitely. Right, so... this is not 8x8 by the looks of it. It looks smaller than 8x8. I don't know where my ruler is. This looks like a 7.5 to me. So a 7.5 inch square base. I've already got the linen paper matted onto some white cardstock, and it already has the foam tape on it. Can't remember why I did that, but there you go. These are the new embossing folders. Missed out on the bees and clocks. I can't help you. Yeah, I've changed them. Thank you, Debbie. All I can say to you is if you've missed out, if the dies have sold out online, the only thing I can suggest to you is you either message Karen privately or you give the shop a ring and just ask if they've got any put by. I honestly can't tell you if we have, but because I don't manage the stock, but Karen will know. Right, so we're going to do a layout with the vintage rust kit. And if I just show you the colour palette here, the colour palette is just absolutely gorgeous. You've got all these turquoises, browns, the burnt oranges, and it's just such a pleasure to work with. Now I'm trying to remember what I said I was doing, so just bear with me. Yeah, that looks like something that I would do, doesn't it? So let's get on with it. So the whole point of the demos tonight is to give you some new ideas and some new layouts, which is what I said at the beginning. The creative packs are really, really easy to work with, but what you'll probably want inspiration with is different layouts and trying to make them look different each time. And that's what's so good about these, is that you can do them as full on or as simple as you like. Now this card is going to have quite a few embellishments on, but it is very, very simple. So let me just, when I get the glue get going, if the sun comes across my screen, which it's likely to do in a minute, I may just have to get up and close the curtains in my craft room. It's summertime. Well, no, it's not. It's spring. Oh, come on. Have you ever had one of those days? I'm having mine today. Here we go. think I've been burning the candle at both ends. So remember, don't waste any of the strips of the papers from these. So any of the scraps you have left over, don't waste them, because you can use them for all sorts of things. Little toppers, little embellishments. Don't waste anything. And we're going to pop this one on first. No, I'm not sure why I didn't. Oh, I do know why, because of that. So let's get this on first. This is just going straight down the side, just off center. This is the good thing with these packs as well. You don't have to spend ages thinking about it. So let's just go there. This is going on flat. So just straight across there and flat. It depends, Helen. Helen's just said this is the only pack she didn't get because she's not sure whether she would use it. It depends what kind of card you make, to be honest. But it's handy having this in, because if you've got, well, I'm assuming you've got men in your family. They're always handy to have in, because they are good for your more masculine cards. Without, and I said this before, if you made me a card with this, I would absolutely love it. But if you sent me a card with footballs on, or beer glasses or something like that, I really wouldn't be interested in it. So I'm going to the edge of the white card with this. And we're just creating a lovely little layout. And I've got a little length of twine there. So twine is obviously a good addition with the vintage rust pack. Already, look, it starts to look a bit scrapbooky in style. Hi Sharita from New Jersey. Have you spoken to Princess Pinflay? Not yet, Karen, I haven't. I'm dying to catch up with Christine. I love Christine. I've known her forever. So I'm really pleased that Pinflay have now joined Hobby Maker. It means I won't have to pay for any of this anymore. She'll just send it to me. If I talk nicely to her, obviously. So what we've got here now is a little bit of twine. And I'm going to do the twine all the way along there. So I'm just going to peel this off. Let's just see where I need to be with it. About there. I'm just cutting the foam tape so that I can stick the twine to the foam tape rather than adding another layer of it. There you are. It's a little top tip that I don't think I've ever shown you before. So just breaking up the card with some foam tape, and now this can go onto the card itself. Not foam tape, with some twine. It has another lovely texture as well. Yeah, so for anybody who's just joining, we will be live again on Wednesday evening with me, because the new magazine box kit is out this Thursday. So I can show, I've got it, I'm putting it on my show next week as well on Hobby Maker. Assuming there's any left, I am. So we're live on Wednesday evening at 7 PM with the new box kit. And I can't wait to show you, because as ever, it is stunning. I didn't want to do it tonight because I wanted to do these. Plus, it's a nice excuse for us to have an extra live, don't you think? I don't really drink beer. Yes, Wednesday, Mel. Not Thursday, I'm doing it Wednesday. There's no point doing it on Thursday because it'll be too late. It'll be too late. Right, so I've got here 2 more embellishments that are from the, well, one from the Vintage Rust Creative Pipe. This compass, and then I've just got a die cut circle with the ornate circles embossing folder on. And I'm going to flip this one over so it's the opposite way around to that. And then pop on the compass. I am changing things again, yeah. But definitely Wednesday, not Thursday. Oops. Sugar. I've just ripped that. It's a good job it's a shabby card. Should be going on here. So although it's a simple card, it'll be about 4 inch deep. No, it won't, not really. It'll be just slightly less than that, 3.5 I'd say. So the compass, let's have that lovely goldy bit at the side. And then this is going on just there, off centre. Everything's going off centre. So now I'm moving on to the glue gel, just because it's easier for the Phill. Do you do a subscription as I forget when it's out? We don't do that. We could do, Karen. That's a really good idea. Karen, add it to your list. We could do that quite easily. What's the depth of the foam tape? Yeah, 2mm. Yeah, really glad that Adam's with Hobby Maker. I was talking to him when I was there. Well, I was talking to him last Wednesday night. So hopefully he'll get some. The problem is, there are only so many TV hours for papercraft, and obviously Hobby Maker can't just create hours, or indeed do we need them? I'm not sure we do, to be honest. So yes, it's lovely, but let's see what the future brings, is all I'm saying. So I'm just going to pop this just off centre. Just off centre there. And then I'm going to pop on my big tag. So the big tag is going at the side there. Yeah, 2mm foam tape. And also, just I may also have some very exciting news for you soon too, on the front. Quite soon. So I'm now on with the glue gel, just because, as you know, it helps me to move things if I need to. So just put that off centre. Right, and then I'm just going to pop that to one side. Oh, no, I won't. I'll put the corners on first. Let me just put the corners on. So these corners are actually, this is a lovely little tip. These corners are not actually corners from the pack. They're just paper that was left over from one of the cards I made on Hobby Maker. And I cut it into a square. And if you cut the square, well, 2 squares. If you cut the square in half, you'll get two triangle corners. So don't waste any of your scraps of paper. And remember, you can always die. If you've got my cogs and gears dies, you can always cut your own out as well. So let's just put that down there. And I'm going edge to edge with the white card. So it frames the whole thing. Last one. Yeah, so square bits of paper chopped into triangles gives you corners, yeah? Not just foam tape. Just saying. Not just foam tape. Just saying. Just saying. It's going to be very exciting. Just pop this on before I forget, because you know I'm going to lose this little twisted knot. Don't drop it, Phill. Don't drop it, Mr. Martin. Little twine knot. So rather than putting a bow on, we've got a little knot. Right. So I've got various other little embellishments, and we already know that within the pack we have, oh, there are just so many little tags and things, it's unbelievable. But you'll notice this time, for the first time, I've included some that are washed out in the centre, and these are the ones that are for your sentiments, for you to stamp your own sentiments onto. So let's just find a little sentiment. Oh, how about that? That's perfect. So these are the Just Saying Rustic sentiments, words of inspiration. And this one here, look, says, enjoy your journey. Oh, or make time for you. Enjoy your journey. Make time for you. Always look forward. You are the best. You are so awesome. Oh my God, there's too many I like. You are amazing. God, which one to choose? Make time for you. Too many choices in these little stamp sets. And I'm going to do this with frayed burlap, which is like a sandy brown rather than a dark brown. Just because it coordinates really nicely with this, the colours of the papers in this. Hi in there. Yeah, well, we knew there would be, Jean. Jean's just saying the peonies are her all-time favourite, but I knew the peonies would be the one that everybody used the most because it's so pretty. But as ever, I always try to cover everything. So we've covered everybody's taste, I think, with the sunflowers, the peonies, and the vintage rust. So let's just pop this back. It's the pinks. I always know, there's no word of a lie, everybody. I always know that whenever I do something that's super pretty, or pretty pinks and that kind of pastel colourway, I already know it's going to be really popular. Oh, Maureen, you need the sunflower. How can you not have the sunflower kit? It's gorgeous. Oh, I was just wondering where Chrissy was. Oh, bless him. Washed out is definitely me, Saz. Can you imagine, Karen, if I turned up in my PJs? Which front, Phill? There are a lot of fronts. Oh, what did I mean? What did I... Doreen, remind me what I said. Remind me what I said. I forgot what I said. Doreen's asking me which front. There are a lot of fronts. Do you ever use a glue gun, Phill? No, Trish. Shall I tell you why? Because you know when you get that stringy bit, it annoys me. I've got about 6 glue guns and I've tried various different brands, but inevitably you can't escape the the stringy bits. So let me just glue these together, and I am doing this one flat. You'll notice I haven't used any inks or anything either, and this is another little tip. These look awesome. Can you see that when I've cut these out, I've left some white space around them, so I've not gone straight to the edge of the print. I've left a little white edge rather than matting and layering it onto another piece, and I've purposefully not used inks these. If you look at that little tag, the top one, can you see it's already distressed? It's already been shaded, so you don't really need to worry too much about things like that. So I'm just going to pop the other. Do I need that one? I might save that one. I don't think I need it. I'm going to pop that one there. You said you had news on the... Oh, crikey, Doreen. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Thank you, Sue. I haven't noticed you've done the monthly late. Do you know what, Audrey? It's just on my list, and my list is just never ending. If only you knew what I was trying to get done these last few weeks. I'll try and do the monthly challenge in the morning. Karen will remind me. You said before you had news on the... Oh, Doreen, I can't remember. Oh, I did mean that. I've got some... I will have some news shortly about things like this. Just saying. I'm not telling you everything. But I think you're going to be very happy. Chrissy will be. So I'm just going to pop this down here. So it is on glue gel, but I am squashing it down quite a bit. So it's just raised a little bit. And then I just need to get my twine, which is conveniently here, to create two more little twists. So I'm just creating two more little twists. This is a problem when you don't have nails. I was trying to be clever then and neat and do it with my tweezers, but it didn't work. And I'm going to be a rebel and just have two there, rather than three. And then we'll pop on the extra little embellishments. This is for the small tag. I'm not very good at quick, am I? Have you noticed? So this is for the small tag. And then we've got the extra embellishments to go on. Now it's up to you how many you put on or how many you don't. It doesn't actually need many, I've got to say. So I'm just going to build up this corner. There is such a thing as too much. It's not just... Oh, stop trying to get it... See, Sue's trying to be clever looking. It I nearly slipped up then and told you, but I'm not yet. Look at it. I'm just making... Oh, I better put it on before the glue gel falls off. But the details in this are just off the scale. So I've got one with the glue, one with the glossy accents on and one without. And I've got the same up here. I'll just use a couple of these. I'm going to save those because they can go on another card. Let's just add a couple of smaller ones. Let's just add a couple of the smaller ones. Little twine knots, yeah. Phil, are you still thinking about getting the same craft card as your cards? Yes, I am, Jane. It's on my list. I can do it. I can do it, but it's just time. So a little bit of glue gel on these smaller cogs. I mean, let's face it, you can see that this is a really easy card to put together. You don't need to be, let me just see if I can go underneath there. You don't need to be spending ages and ages on these. It's entirely up to you. Let the artwork do its job, because that's the whole point of these creative packs. They are there to give you ideas. And if you've got to make quick cards, you can literally just chop some bits out. Hang on, I might not be 100%, but the card's got to be. Yeah. We are looking good. Looking good. And then I've just got one more little cog to go on. And I'm going to come off this circle there. And I'm not going to add anything else to this. But I've said this before, men's cards don't need to be boring. If you sent me this, I would absolutely love it. So glue on, lid on the glue, and we'll do a little close up. I'm not putting anything else on that. No gear, no glue, no glitter, no pearls, nothing, because it doesn't need it. It's very much a scrapbooky kind of layout. And this is the kind of thing that I like to do. So here we go. So that is your first demo with the glossy accents. Although I've got to say, mine is absolutely rotten. I don't even know where it is. This is the one that I chucked the lid off. I've got another, here it is. Look, let me show you this. Let me show you a tip before I move on. So this is my glossy accents. And no matter what I do, the end gets clogged up. So top tip, don't shove your pokey tool in the tip of the glossy accents, because you'll split it, which is what I did on this one. So I actually took the whole thing off, and you can dip your paintbrush in this. Hi Chrissy. So let's just do a little close up so you can see the dimension and everything that's going on there. And that's fabulous. It's just really, really easy to do. And you let the contents of the creative packs do the job for you. That's the whole point of them. It's fab, isn't it? And it's got lots of dimension, which is what makes it really rather lovely. So that is your demo number 1, done and dusted. We are going to move on to the sunflower pack for demo number 2. I'm just clearing up some space on my desk. These little bits that I didn't use, you know where they're going. They are going in my vintage rust kit box. Don't waste anything. Vintage rust, I'm trying to show you that. Come on camera, focus. Oh, there you go. You can see it says vintage rust. Right. Number 2. It just shows you. I mean, I know I'd already got everything cut out and prepped and everything, but it just shows you how easy it is to use the Oh, bless him, Chrissy. It shows you how easy it is to use them and still make fabulous looking cards easily, and that is the whole point. So I will get a drink and then we will move on to the Sunflower Secrets kit, which also has a long tall tag in it. That's upside down. The heart, the circle, and two little tabs. Now this little tab is actually waste from the paper there that I've just chopped into a point. And then I've got a few little embellishments for this card. Oh, there's so much I want to tell you, but I can't. And then you'll understand why I'm worn out, but there you go. Let's just pop these on here. These little flowers have been stamped with the Floral Finery flower stamps. So the yellow that you see on there is from the coordinating stamps for the flower dies. The butterfly is from the pack. So this one is actually a super easy card to do again. And on this card, so on the original card, I am Chrissy. Oh, Elaine, how can you not get the sunflower? The sunflowers is stunning. Stunning. I've made all your mail cards for this year with the vintage rust. That's awesome. This is your beaded heart lattice 3D embossing folder. And the cardstock on here is the electric blue from the premium range. And when I was trying to, let me show you. When I was trying to match up colours for the sunflower blue papers, I've got lots of different shades of blue, as you know, in our cardstock. But I thought that the electric blue really brought out the darker turquoise tones in here. I thought, how lovely is that combination? So that's what I would suggest you treat yourself to, assuming we've got any. Electric blue. There's a song in there. Kira's just popped the link on for you with the creative packs. I will remind you again that once they've gone, they have definitely all gone. That will be it. That will be... Oh, let's go to the other side on this card. There will be no more once this has done. Right, so this is a really super easy demo, which is fabulous because it means we'll be done about 8:15, which is marvellous for me. So the paper that I've got here, this is actually one of the offcuts from the 8x8 coordinating paper pack. So I haven't even used this from the... Oh, Debbie, I've done that before. This is actually just from the paper pack from the waste. So when I've matted and layered for another project, this was left over, and there's just so much going on the papers. You can use any section from it. That was the glue squirting. Not me. Just for clarity. Just to be clear. So let's just try and line that up. That looks good to me. So that one is on foam tape. And you'll notice I kind of like going edge to edge. I'm overlapping the layers. Now somebody messaged me a couple of weeks ago and asked me if I'd do a video on matting and layering, but it's really, you can't really do that because matting and layering is a very personal thing. You either do lots or don't do many. Now I always have 3 or 4 layers on my cards as a base, as you know, And one of the things that I'm going to say to you is I see loads and loads and loads of cards in the Facebook group, and I can see my influences rubbing off on you all because of the amount of layers that you're starting to use on the base, and I think that's marvelous. I think it makes your cards look a little bit more special. So instead, I never ever go flat to my card base. So this is a really pro tip. So imagine this is my card blank, this base layer, I would never ever go flat onto my card base, because that is when your cards start to buckle. Always make your first layer on foam tape, whether it's 1mm, 2mm, 3mm, whatever, it doesn't matter, but don't do the base of your card flat, because it doesn't look finished. Oh, wrong glue. I'm going to use glue gel on this because I'm going into the embossing folder. And all these lovely little tabs, bear in mind when you're using your kit that I've done some that face left and some that face right. So I've covered all bases. So I'm just going to tuck that underneath there. These colours are just absolutely stunning. The turquoises, the oranges, the burnt oranges are just stunning. So the heart is going on foam tape, but I am going to glitter around the heart. I don't know why I didn't do that first, because normally I would. And I'm assuming it's because I was going to show people the glitter on TV. But you've all seen it. We've all put the embossing folder on upside down before, don't worry about it. We've all done it. I mean, I've not done it very often, but I have done it before. Right, so my heart is going on foam tape first, and that's just so that I can get my Diamond Dazzle around the edge. So I'm not worried about this being neat, doesn't matter. You will also notice, if you have got your sunflower kit, you will notice that the turquoise tones, the blue tones that I'm using now, they have the white script in them. So the turquoise colorway has this script in it. The green colorway has no script in it. So it's almost like you're getting two different creative packs in one set, with the blues and the greens. So it's just different color choices, different ways of working with them. Ah. So pop that back on there, and then we can get this on the card. See if I can do this with my non-fingernails. Oops. Sorry, Diamond Dazzle, I've just knocked you off. Just started doing that now with the base. What, the raising it up, Heather? It was a bad influence. Hi, Linda, not to worry. Do you believe me? Stepped out your comfort zone. Yeah, Electric Blue was sung by... I thought Electric Blue was David Bowie. Am I wrong, Georgine? It's just slightly before my time, I've got to say. So a little bit of glue gel on here. Let me see if I can do this without knocking it all off. It'll be a miracle if I can. Oops, that was the glossy accents. So the sunflower kit is as I mentioned, it's all, you've got the traditional sunflower colourways with the greens and the lovely orange and yellow tones of the sunflowers, and then you've got the more modern variation, which is this one with the turquoise and the blues. So this is going on just, oops, it's because I've glittered it, I've got nowhere to stick my, so this is going on just there. So I just wanted a little bit of that showing at the bottom. Is that straight? It is indeedy. Cooking on gas, cooking on gas. And then the long tag, as you know, is going off the side of there. I might not put it on actually. I'm not, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it because we can. So I've got two little tags here. This one is for the sentiment, so I've just got to decide which way I want the sentiment. So I know my tag was going down there. So let's get that on first. Remember as well, another tip for you all. Another tip for you all is to not be scared of the white space. So it's something that I've discovered myself probably over the last couple of years, that I actually really like the white space. So having all that white space just draws your attention to where all the decoration's going to be on this card. So let me just show you what I'm doing. So I've got that little tag on there, and then the circle is what my sentiment's going on. So I've just got to decide where I want it and which side I want the sunflowers. So let me just bring that in to show you. So if I have it there, look, the sunflower's going to be almost like it's decoupaged from the main heart. But if I have it the other way around, it's introducing some of the yellow colour to that side. So that is what I'm going to do. So my sentiment is going on there. And we will have, oh, there's just too many. Let's have that. No, I've changed my mind. Oh my God, what did I have on the other one? Make time for you. So let's have this one. You are so awesome. And this time I'm using Salty Ocean. So the colours that I would probably recommend for the sunflower kit are these two. So Salty Ocean and Scattered Straw. It could have had one of the bees, yeah, absolutely. That's right, Jan, that's what I was thinking of. How did you all funny? Oh, bless you. Hi, Despino, at least you've made it. I'm going to use electric blue for this one, just so that it stands out a little bit more on this little topper. And it ties in really nicely with the whole colour palette. So let's stamp that just to the side. Yeah, that's fabulous. That's almost a perfect match for the cardstock. This is why these creative packs are just so good. I'm literally playing this reminds me of the scrapbooking workshops that I used to do, because it's very much of that style. I'm just going to clean this because it's got glue gel on the end and it's sticking to my finger every time I use it, which is driving me scatty. That's better. So the sentiment is going there just off the top of that other tag, that small tag. And that's because I know I've got all my little extra embellishments to put on. So, you are so awesome. I mean, let's be honest, even if I didn't put much else on that card, it doesn't really matter, does it? So now the flowers are going on, and you know, always the flowers before the foliage, but have in mind a plan. Have in mind a plan of where your flowers are going to go. So I already know that I need 3 little ones for down here, so I'll put them to one side. So one of each down there. So my main flowers are coming along this side here. Some glue gel first. Oops. I'll show you a tip for the small ones. You've probably seen me do it without noticing. So when I was planning this, remember I said I had a rough idea of what I was trying to do before I started. So all this one is on the right hand side, but on this hole there's really no reason why I would want to cover that side up. So the flowers are going to come around this side. So starting with the biggest one, then one of the smaller ones, a smaller one again, and then we'll have a little one down here. So we're cascading the flowers, which is one of my favourite words. And then these 3 little ones are for the tag. Remember, I've still got the foliage to put on. This is why I said bear in mind where your foliage is going to go. And I've used, let me just put that glue gel in there. I've used the, the Whimsy Foliage from Floral Finery 2. So Whimsy Foliage from Floral Finery 2 is what I've used. And I don't think we've got any of it left. So apologies if you never managed to get it. So this is Whimsy Foliage. If we have, you'll be lucky. So when you're doing those small flowers, rather than trying to get glue gel underneath them, it's easier to just put a blob on your mat and then just dip the flowers in it, I find. Foliage is here, so I'm just going to split this up into left facing and right facing, left facing, right facing. Let's see if I can use this up rather than waste it. Now if I can get this on without dropping it, it'll be a miracle. Left facing, right facing. Well, we didn't need to worry about the sun, did we? It's nearly dark in here now. And this is when I know I'm not right, because everybody's been telling me how lovely and warm it is, but I've been cold. So left facing, right facing, and I'm going up the heart though. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Just taking the bottom of these because it's a smaller area. So just a reminder for anybody who's joined late, remember we are going to be here. Well, Saz will be live tomorrow night on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with a brand new demo at 7 o'clock. And I will be back on Wednesday night. No happy hour this week, everybody, because I'm on Wednesday night. I ain't got time to do 3. So I will be back on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube, because we've got our new magazine box kit, which it will be on sale with us Wednesday night, but it will be in the shops on Thursday or Friday, I think. So I wanted to get the live done before that. So this little butterfly is also part of the kit, and I have cut this out, but it was relatively easy. I've tried to make sure everything in the kit is relatively easy to cut out. Now there's just one more job to do for this. Oh, that's interesting. So I've not actually been anywhere, but it might be worth just doing a little test if I've still got some left. I think I have. So we're just going to have a couple of random lemon pearls. It's not lemon. What are these called? Sunshine Shimmer. Sunshine Shimmer. And lovely little pearls they are too. Oh, I'm not going to say what I was thinking because it's just not right. And there we go. So lots of white space. I drawn to the right hand side of this card, which is exactly the whole point of having a right facing or a right sided layout. I'm just going to clean my mat before I stick my finger in that bit of glue gel, and I'm going to clean this bit here because I felt it was a bit sticky, and then I'll bring this in and show you a close-up. Kitchen roll, where are you? And there we go. So this is 2 completely different looking cards from the same, well, one from the sunflower kit and one from the, let me just bring that lower so you can see, look. So your eye is instantly drawn obviously to where all the decoration is, but the texture you get from the embossing folder is awesome. And there's a little close-up for you of the sunflower kit. And do you know what's really marvellous about this? I've only actually used a couple of embellishments from the creative pack and one tiny strip of paper. If you think about just how much you're going to be able to get from these kits and make them work so hard, well, they're just going to last for ages, aren't they? Just remember, there will be no more once the stock has gone. So this is what I've made for you tonight. These were going to be TV demos, as I said right at the beginning. So I was going to cancel, but I found these on my other desk. I thought, oh no, that's a really good way to give you some new ideas and some new layouts with the creative packs. Because let's face it, these layouts will work for whichever creative pack you have. So it doesn't matter which you could do this layout with this kit and vice versa. It really doesn't matter. And that's the whole point of them, to be able to give you lots and lots of ideas. So there you go. Oh, it's 8:10, which is really marvellous for me because it means I can get... You've got, Doreen, you must make a card, and I want to see it with the sunflower kit because it's just so pretty. If the blues and turquoises are not your thing, do it with the green side. And there's more coming. There's just such a lot coming this year. It's all very exciting. and Julia's had a little sneaky peek, but she's the only one that has of something that's for August. So there you go, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that. I am going to love you and leave you because I'm rough. No, I'll rephrase that, because I'm feeling rough. So just remember, we are live on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube with the new magazine box kit. So it'll be a sneaky peek demo, and you will be able to pre-order it on Wednesday evening as well. Dispatch from Thursday. I thought it was next week. So it is going on my TV shows next week on Hobby Maker. But it's not the main thing, as you know. So there you go, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to go and relax for an hour and then probably get an early night. So I will see you on Wednesday evening. Thank you, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock for a brand new demo with the sneaky peek and a flick through of the new magazine box kit. So thanks, everybody. I will see you soon. Have a lovely rest of the evening, and I'll see you on Wednesday night. Thanks, everybody. Bye. I'm trying to find the right... Oh, here it is. There we go. See you on Wednesday, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. Go and get stocked up on your kits.